Hi, this is Karen.
And hello, this is Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. How are you?
I'm great. How about you, Karen?
I'm doing good, too. So, Matthew, today let's learn about and practice sounds I and E.
Now, that's a good topic, Karen, especially because a lot of Filipinos get confused with those two sounds.
Yeah, that's right. We always hear people interchange those sounds and say things like, the pitch is my favorite fruit.
Or the pitch of your voice is too high.
And that's funny, right?
Uh-huh.
So first, let's learn the proper way to produce these sounds. Matthew, how exactly do we produce sound I?
Okay, when we make the sound I, we don't look as much like we are smiling, and our tongues are lower in our mouth. This sound can be heard in words such as lid, ship, and lick.
Alright, let me give that a try. Lid, ship, and lick. I can see my mouth is hardly open.
Then that means you're doing it right, Karen. Good job.
Thanks, Matthew. Okay, let's now move on to sound E. Sound E is made with our tongue very close to the top of our mouth. We also spread our lips so it looks like we are smiling.
Okay, this sounds like a happy sound, huh? We're always smiling.
Yup, Matthew. Now this sound can be heard in words such as heed, meat, and sheep. Let's try and say those words together, Matthew.
Heed, meat, and sheep. Now, Karen, let's see how our listeners will do. We prepared practice exercises for them, right?
That's right. Now listen up, everyone. The instructions are simple. Repeat the following word pairs after us. I'll say the words with the I sound.
And I'll say the words with the E sound.
Let's begin. Practice exercises. Repeat the following word pairs after us. Bit,
Beat,
kill,
keel,
rid,
read,
bid,
bead,
mill,
meal,
sill,
seal,
fill,
feel,
tin,
teen,
kin,
keen,
sick,
seek.
Looks like you guys are ready for the next exercise.
Now, this next exercise will require a pen and paper. We'll give you 5 seconds to prepare your pen and paper.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay then, Karen, what are the instructions?
On your sheet of paper, make 2 columns. The first is for the sound I, and the second is for the sound E. Now the sound I, by the way, is a capital letter I, while the sound E is a small letter I. I shall read an excerpt from Roald Dahl's poem Television, and you are to place at least 10 words with the sound I or E in their appropriate column.
Okay, there are more than 10 words with those sounds, but we're requiring only 10 for each sound. Ballpens ready? Let's begin.
Those children living long ago, so please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV set away, and in its place you can install a lovely bookshelf on the wall. Then fill the shelves with lots of books, ignoring all the dirty looks, the screams and yells, the bites and kicks, and children hitting you with sticks. Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something to read. And once they start, oh boy, you watch the slowly growing joy that fills their hearts. They'll grow so keen, they'll wonder what they'd ever seen in that ridiculous machine.
Alright, that was a nice poem, huh? By Roald Dahl, the same author of the famous children's books Matilda and James and the Giant Peach.
That's right, I liked it too, and he also wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh yeah, forgot that one. So I guess they're ready for the self-check. I'll read the correct answers for column I.
And I'll read the correct answers for column E.
Column I. children, living, in, its, install, fail, with, ignoring, kicks, hitting, and sticks.
Now we can also accept the words ridiculous and begin because they have the I sound in their second syllable. Now for column E, the correct answers are please, we, TV, screams, fear, weak, feel, need, read, keen, and seen.
Now, we may also accept machine because it has the sound E sound in its second syllable.
Now count your scores. If you got a perfect score of 20, then you did excellently. 15 and up, good job. 10 and up, not bad. But if you got a score below 10, then let's hope you do better in our next exercise. What's our next exercise, Matthew?
Now, for our next exercise, still using the poem Television by Roald Dahl, here are the instructions. Supply an appropriate rhyming word for each of the blanks. Remember that the words must contain the sound I or E. This exercise has only 5 items. Let's begin. Item number 1. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they're hypnotized by blank. I repeat. They sit and stare and stare and sit until they're hypnotized by blank.
Now, did you get the answer? The answer for letter A, they sit and stare and sit until they're hypnotized by it. But other words with the I sound may be accepted, like this or miss. Even if it hardly makes sense, we'll accept it.
Now let's proceed to item number 2. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window blank. Oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window blank.
The answer for letter B, oh yes, we know it keeps them still. They don't climb out the window sill. But words with the I sound are acceptable.
Like bill or kill?
Well, we're studying sounds, Matthew, so as long as the sounds match, that'll do.
Okay, let's proceed now to item number 3. And wash the dishes in the sink, but did you ever stop to blank? I repeat. And wash the dishes in the sink, but did you ever stop to blank?
Alright then, the answer for letter C, and wash the dishes in the sink, but did you ever stop to think? Answers with the E sound are also acceptable.
Okay, for item number 4. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. He cannot think. He only blank. I repeat. His brain becomes as soft as cheese. He cannot think. He only blank.
Now the answer for letter D, his brain becomes as soft as cheese. He cannot think. He only sees. B's may do, T's freeze. Well, you get it. For our last item, Matthew?
Okay, for our last item, we have, and later each and every kid will love you more for what you blank. And later, each and every kid will love you more for what you blank.
And lastly, the answer for our last item, and later each and every kid will love you more for what you did. All answers, of course, with the I sound are accepted.
So if you got a perfect score of 5 in this exercise, then congratulations! You more or less understand sounds and E.
That's right, congratulations. I had fun learning these sounds, Matthew.
Me too, but it's time to say goodbye now, because that ends our lesson on sounds and E. And to our listeners, thank you for participating.